Hey there, welcome back. We are jumping into Automobilista 2 to check out the 1.6.8.1 update that was recently released. All sorts of interesting stuff in this, including better netcode and some other things that they did to generally improve the sim. They also added a new DLC. It's a Lamborghini pack. And in that Lamborghini pack is a vintage Lamborghini Miura SV that is in the vintage class. And so I thought it'd be fun to do a 10-lap race at Laguna Seca against some BMW 2002 turbos and Chevy Corvettes, just for giggles. So let's jump in. Starting around the corner isn't good. Tight traffic here. Rubbing is racing, as they say. Oh, he's wild. Ah. Stop hitting me, dude! The hell? That was on me. shoehorned myself in there a little bit. Car doesn't stop quite as well as a modern car does. And that presents some challenges every once in a while. Trying to use all 398 horses. Ah, no, no, no. Come on. Get back together. Come on, buddy. No yellow flag. Now there's yellow flag. So this is probably going to go on for 3 laps. So why don't we do this? I'll go through the yellow flag and I will catch back up with you when we resume racing. We should be with just a couple of laps to go. Okay, racing should resume this lap as we go around. I'm P9. Looks like we're going to have 2 laps of racing to go. That's not bad. P3 from a starting position of 37, even with a first lap spin. Not gonna complain about that, not even a little bit. That was a good race. I enjoyed that a lot. Very, very hard car to drive. Definitely one of my favorite tracks. This is actually one of my home tracks. I have 2 tracks that are within 3 hours of where I live, and this is one of them. So I enjoy this track a great deal. And I've driven it in real life a few times, so it's a good track. So let's go ahead and jump out and look at the timetable, shall we? Skip the cooldown. And so yeah, fastest lap for me was a 51.018, and that appears to be the fastest lap on the track. So that's pretty cool. I can live with that. And was only 9/10 behind the leader on the finish with a P3. So that's a fun thing. Was able to bang doors a little bit with the cars without fully spinning, having problems with that. The AI drove fairly reliably, although there were a few of the Miuras that were a little sketchy. And overall, it was a really, really fun race. The horsepower in this car, I think, outclassed the BMW and the Corvette a little bit. So on the straights, you get it going, you could actually, overtake cars quite easily. And then I got really, really lucky with that car that spun and jammed up traffic, and there was no local yellow, so I went through and made up a lot of positions in that one motion before the caution actually came out. And then the rest was just 2 laps of sprint there at the end. A lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and definitely check out Automobilista 2. It's definitely well worth spending some money getting the sim, if for no other reason. It's an additional sim for you to enjoy, and that's always a good thing. So anyway, thanks for coming along, and hope to see you in the next one. I know.
Spaß mache Rennsport.